Okay. Part four. Part four. I'm going to try to make sure I include all the details to what has happened when I was returning to United States and when I got there and all the things that happened. So, the things that I remember going from Villahermosa to Mexico City. Okay. In Mexico City, I was speaking to my daughter's biological father who's in the United States. And he was trying to explain to me that he wasn't able to send me any extra money, that he needed me to stay in Mexico to be able to get this extra money. And he was trying to say, but I keep trying to run away. And I'm like, honey, if I'm returning to where I come from, to my home, how am I running away? You see what I'm saying? Going back to where you come from is not running away. When you leave where you're coming from, that's usually considered running away. So I was going back to where I was coming from. For some reason, he didn't want me to leave that day. I already had the ticket and everything. So me and my daughter, we didn't have like money and I didn't have a lot of food or anything. I remember going all the way to Laredo. And I made it to Laredo. It was the most horrible experience in my entire life. Just about um I had to take a taxi from, it wasn't even that far. It was like 5-10 minutes away, and the man wanted 1,000 pesos. And I'm like, dude, I do not have 1,000 pesos. The people at the bus station, the man lied to me and said that it would only be 15 pesos or something. And so I'm stuck at the immigration um at customs in Laredo, and they had a little problem with me um because I use marijuana for medical purposes, and if somebody doesn't like that, doesn't want to respect that, then they need to just get out of my life. I'm gonna be honest. My health and my mentality being top notch, conscious, is it's my life. You know what I'm saying? Kill me if you don't want me to feel okay. That's all I got to say. And that's why I know these people don't want me to feel okay, because the officer that confiscated, he told me if I had something on me to let him know. And I told him, I said, look, I got some joints that are rolled up. I'm not going to lie. You know, I got my baby. I just want to go home. Yeah, I don't like being out in the streets. I'm not a street person. Um, and he like completely changed when I told him where it was and everything. They searched everything else. They thought I was some kind of bitch that was lying about stuff. He kept pinching me in my back. He kept pinching me like this over and over and over. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, he's trying to make me act crazy so they can do something to me. And I'm like, why are y'all doing that? They let me go after all that was said and done. He kept hurting me. The man kept hurting me over and over. Like, he was pinching me in my back. He was squeezing, pinching my arm when I was doing my fingerprints. And I'm just trying to figure out, why was he hurting me like that? Because I told him I have social anxiety. I don't even go outside. If there's people outside, I don't go outside. I do not go around people. I have social anxiety. How can I not have social anxiety when I don't feel comfortable around people and they keep hurting me? And then they want me to act like I am just supposed to keep getting hurt all the time. So I stay away from people. And then they put me and my daughter, they told me and my daughter we could leave. And I just started crying on the side of the road, because I'm like, the consulate said that they were going to help me. The government said they were going to help pay something for me to be able to go home. And they were like, well, we're not helping you. You're on your own. They just put me on the side of the street, and I was crying. And then a lady magically appeared, and she just, helped me the best she could. And she helped me get to a shelter for that night.